This is a question to everyone in this room, but then also to the West Coast fans, the Richmond fans, the North fans, the St Kilda fans, the Melbourne fans, the Bomber fans, and the Port and Sydney fans, maybe, and then absolutely the Carlton fans.
Yeah.
Is what do you do now? Mm-hmm. What do you do when your team is figuratively and literally out of contention for finals? How do you... Because Melbourne were up for a fair few years, and so at this time of year you're invested in different ways than you are for younger teams. If you're watching a younger team, you're going, I want to see these players get good and bad and stuff, and how are they developing? But then I feel like if your team's shit, you lose a little bit extra of the passion.
Yeah.
Because if your team's in the top 8, you're looking at you're also watching with interest Collingwood games, or you're also with interest watching Lions or Geelong games and going, where do they sit? You're listening to all of the media coming across. But I feel it's like you're being dragged down a little bit. Maybe it's the buys as well.
Yeah,
but when your team's not up and about, you still keep across it and you're still interested in the stories of the rounds and the matter, but it's like it really pulls you down. So what do you do?
I think like 2 suggestions straight off the bat to discuss. I think the first obvious one is pick another team that is your second team and go for them. And I have always done that. Always.
And last year in particular for me, that made me feel good. But what do you do when Giants also suck? So
I think if it was for me and Suns get knocked out of the 8 now, I'm jumping on Adelaide or Doggies. Like, I can just absolutely root for those teams right now.
Can I do something really controversial here?
Yeah.
Because, you want to find your other team to go for, but you want to go for goodies, right? You don't want to go for the baddies.
No, you want to go for a roughie, I think. I don't think you want a Collingwood, Brisbane or Geelong.
So I'm going to go through the top 8 as it sits.
Yeah.
And we're going to decide who are the goodies and who are the baddies.
Oh, I've got it ready.
We'll start on an easy one.
Yeah.
Collingwood.
Baddies.
Bad guys.
Yeah.
Brisbane.
Bad people.
Are they baddies?
Well, I really like them, but in this sense, we don't want a back-to-back.
Yeah, this would be 3 grand finals in a row. You can't barrack for Brisbane.
Baddies.
Yeah, baddies.
Baddies.
Sorry,
even though I really like them.
Geelong Cats.
Same deal. I'd love to watch Bailey Smith win a premiership first year after an ACL, but baddies, because they always win.
Baddies.
They're a successful team since 2000.
Adelaide Crows.
Goodies, I think. I think that is an underdog story. That's a rise story. That is, I wasn't sure they were going to make the 8 this year. I knew they were rising, but I didn't think they were this good.
Goodies and fun goodies, because you get to watch Isaac Rankin and Josh Rochelle. So they're goodies, but it's also actually enjoyable.
Yeah. I hear you both. I can't, as someone who grew up in Adelaide, I can't.
I absolutely can. That forward line, like Paddy said, but also chuck in the big boys in there as well. What are their names?
Thilthorpe, Fogarty.
They're the ones.
Hawthorn.
Now, so this is interesting for me. They're love them or hate them. So I'd happily get on Hawthorn. But if you said to me, no, they're baddies because of their attitude and their skibbity toilets and all that, I'd say understood.
Skibbity toilets is like 9 months out now. I don't think you can say that anymore.
No, but it's a reference to the attitude that they have.
What's your TikTok algorithm at the moment? What's it keep showing you right now?
Wordles, which is really weird because I never do them.
Yeah,
but there's a guy called Brian who does the Wordle every day. Really like Brian. He's funny as.
Can I tell you what I'm getting?
Yeah, tell me.
Sword of Truth, or a sword game where it's you in like a gladiator type situation.
Yeah.
And it's like medieval and you have to pick this weapon.
Oh, that's fun.
And it's just like brutal. It's this game.
Yes, with the weird little sticky up blade thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy with the moustache who's commentating it, who seems
you
slightly
sent one
off.
Yes, Half Sword it's called.
That's the one.
It's pretty brutal. Anyway,
Tom, you should stream it.
it's in your world, definitely. Freo, Hawthorn for me, I think they're in a world of baddies, I think I have to say they're goodies.
Yeah, I think so too. It would still be a fun grand final if they made it.
Fremantle.
Interesting. Have they ever won a
No,
premiership?
they're full goodies.
Yeah, I don't think they have.
Even though I think they are leading the ladder for most deranged fan base, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I love Pearce, Jackson, Brayshaw, Sarong. I feel like a lot of good characters in there.
Patrick
Don't
Voss.
know them personally, but I feel like they're good people.
Big chest.
Yeah.
GWS are goodies.
I think so, yeah.
We'll agree there. Oh, no, Paddy thinks they may be baddies.
I think in a year where you have Adelaide, Hawthorn, Fremantle, I think it's hard to have the Giants as goodies. Recent success.
I find myself, even when they're playing Melbourne, that like how can you not go for a team that's in a sold out, like not at Melbourne, but at a big full fan of like 40,000 people, and they're all against you? And how can you go again? How can you not go for them?
Yeah.
You just got to go for it.
I feel like until they win one, they're underdogs. Same with Suns, to be honest. But, you know.
And then doggies.
Doggies is a very easy one for me. I naturally gravitate to barracking for them because I think I'm coming around to Bont as maybe one of my favourite players.
He's
if
about
not
to
my favourite.
About to, if not, has re-signed.
Yes, that is the rumours we're hearing. But yeah, I just love so much about them, I think.
So that's what worries me about that. What worries me about that is the goodies are the bottom 5 of the 8.
Yeah, 100%. Like you'd be crazy to tip anyone outside of Brisbane, Collingwood, and Geelong at this point.
Yeah. All right. Well, the reason I brought all that is I've got to find something to invest me because the D's are done. Give me that sting.